Hey guys, basically of Rewind with Besa, and like I said, I've been giving you guys a lot of interviews, but I haven't actually talked about, any kind of entertainment news within my interviews. So we're gonna talk about that. Of course, we gotta talk about Kanye West. We're talking red flags. I'm gonna see if I can slip in something about Brittany Griner and everything that's going on in Mexico right about now. And of course, my guests for today are none other than Asia, who was actually on my Real Seattle Media Mixler panel last month, and King Onlii, all right? Bringing them in right after we jump into today's intro. Hey guys, how are you, Asia?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm good. Cozy day in Seattle.
It is a cozy day. I'm not mad at today. I didn't even have to bring out the big coat today. Now, we also got King Onlii in the building.
What up?
How are you?
I'm living, loving, you know?
Now, we've definitely had some cackles today because we had some camera issues and some other things. But you know what? We are here now, all right? And we are going to definitely talk about some more things that I actually personally didn't plan on even talking about red flags. But Asia was asking, like, what are your red flags with social media and, like, with dating? And I'm like, you know what? We should definitely talk about that today. But for starters, I want for everyone to know a little bit more about who you guys are. So, Asia, starting with you. You are in Seattle right now, but you are going to be leaving soon.
Absolutely.
You've been here for the last
3 years.
From Houston.
From North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
But you're moving to Houston.
I'm moving to Dallas.
You're
Houston's
moving
too hot for me.
Really?
Yeah, Houston, the H in Houston's for hoes. And the D in Dallas is for daddy. So I'm looking for a man established. I'm not looking for a hot boy in the club. You know what Gorilla said?
She said,
Hey, meet him in the
no dating people in the club.
No.
We're going to talk about Glorilla in a little bit, but let everybody know how you ended up actually getting up here to Seattle.
Yes. So it's your girl, Asia J. I'm actually originally born and raised in Flint, Michigan.
Okay.
And we're more than just a water crisis, I promise. It's a lot going on. You know, we were once a thriving city, economy, crime, all that happened. But anywho, that's what, gave me the roots. And then I went to North Carolina for college. And of course, what they tell you to do, go to school, get you a degree. Got me a little degree. Intern a little bit, got me a good job. Why else would I move to Seattle? No shade. It's pretty here, but it ain't nothing else going on. But I've been here the last 3 years, and, Seattle's been really, really good to me. I love it here. It's beautiful, and the vibes are good.
I feel like Seattle is good once you can find, like, your group of people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people that move up here and then they don't like it because essentially they can't find the black people.
Yeah. That's why the mixers are necessary, too. Because if it wasn't for the mixers, some people would never make any friends.
Let's just keep it a bug. Where are the black people?
I've seen in a long time in one room, I'm not going to lie.
So, but that's definitely why I do the mixers, because not only do I want people to meet people, but I want our people to have, like, that social media knowledge and just, like, learn different things. And if I can keep it sponsored and do it for free, why not?
Yeah. Because we already know, like, as a black creator, you're already so far behind the curve naturally. Like, you need those tips and tricks to even get your start and get a foot in the door.
Absolutely. So when you go to Dallas, what will you be doing down there?
So I'll still be working full-time. What's funny is my followers think that I'm a full-time content creator. And I'm like, do I give that? Do I give paid? I don't actually post a lot of sponsored content. My content more so focused on community. Don't get me wrong, brand deals are awesome, and it's an aspiration, of course, to, get frequent opportunities that I may not have to worry about, keeping it cute at work all day. But for the most part, it's about the community. Like, I feel very lucky to have built an audience of people that genuinely connect with me, people that will sit, listen to me on live for hours. I'm like, am I that entertaining? Y'all, I appreciate y'all.
Yes, you are.
That's really what it's about to me, community. And just really, paying it forward. I got a lot of knowledge instilled in me from my family and my upbringing. So to be able to, broadcast that on my platforms, I feel really lucky to be able to do that.
I love it. All right, well, shoot, King, let's jump into you real quick.
What's up?
You are from
I'm originally from Savannah, Georgia, but I've lived here in Seattle for the past like 15 years.
I'm about to say you give from Seattle
Yeah,
because
I've lived in Washington for like 23 years.
I feel like a lot of times people will move here and then they like it so much that they just stay here, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, you're just from here.
Yeah.
Except for Asia.
I'm getting to a point where I'm going to be too poor to live here. Like this place is crazy.
That's the truth.
It is getting expensive. I'm not even going to hold you.
Yeah, I came up here with my family, military family, and then they all moved away, and I ended up staying here. I've wanted to move away, but I just haven't made the move. Nowhere seems right, you know. Everywhere else is just as expensive, so I'm just here, you know, getting my base ready. Yeah.
So, like, unlike Asia, though, do you have a normal job, or are you?
My normal job. I do work as a full-time content creator and creative director, and I have a clothing brand. I'm working on that full-time. So I'm a hustler, you know. I'm always just figuring out new ways to make a new bag, you know. But I don't work any particular place, no. Gigs only.
I am curious to know, Asia, how you balance the two, like work and content, because you do create a lot of content.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's just because the content that you create is like very natural and organic, so it's easy to work the time and to create it into your schedule.
Absolutely.
But I know I have been struggling. Okay, they put me on nights, and I'm just like nighttime is when I would typically do my videos, and so I'm like, I just feel like I never have the time to do them.
I think my first and foremost thing, and I tell my audience this all the time, like, I love y'all, but y'all don't own me. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you don't owe me anything. I don't owe you guys anything. Like, we're just all happy to be here. So the moment where I feel like I owe my audience and I have to show up in this way, it's no longer fun for me. And also, I realize my whole life is content. You know, my platform is Brown Honey TV because this is my show. You know what I mean? Like, you here for me and I'm going to be there for you. You know, we're going to interact. But yeah, I just don't make it hard on myself. Every part of my life is content. And truly, I miss more content opportunities than I actually capitalize on, honestly, because, you know, you have the hustle and bustle of life. But sometimes you just got to slow down and put that camera up. And also, I don't try to recreate content that I see. Like, I'm not emulating anybody. I'm like, I don't need to put my phone in the basket and walk away from the basket or prop my phone up and drive off and then come back. Like that, I don't got time for
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. So make it easy, make it realistic.
That's fair. And especially because I also feel like, and, you know, King, you can even attest to this, TikTok just seems to be, and even Instagram, like they like more natural content. Like I feel like that natural content is now what's really being pushed.
I think when I had my first page, that was like the number one comment I got was like, love your, you know, natural content, original content, just things of me talking, videos that weren't trending, me doing, you know, TV shows that weren't trending, whereas now people are doing, you know, Harry Potter or doing Keeping Up with the Kardashians or something like that. After a while, I just kind of got like kind of burnt out on it and decided that I wanted to just kind of take a break from putting so much pressure on myself to like use a green screen and edit 3 different ways. There's so many different ways to make content, and I, you know, dabble in a lot of different realms, comedy and fashion. My TikTok was all over the place, but I think it made sense because at the center of it was me, and people understood what I wanted to be, like who I want to be and what my message is. So it wasn't confusing, but it definitely can take a toll having to create content every single day, even if you're batching, even if you have a team. Also wanting to have that big post that gets you 1 million, you know, plus views or followers or whatever. And if you're at home asleep, you're not going to get that post. So that's the kind of mentality I have, is like, I put that pressure on myself, but this is the career that I want and that I've chosen. And yeah, it is what it is for me, kind of.
Being a full-time creator, though, is scary. And I say that because, one, your audience, for some people, they want to see you win, right? But not that much, you know? So
that's
as soon
everybody,
as
though. I mean,
but even your audience will turn on you, though,
Yeah,
because
no, for sure.
once you've made it to a certain point, you're no longer in reach to them. You know, they don't feel like they can do it anymore. Like people that were working, then they become full-time content creators. It's like, wow, you're no longer realistic to me because I still have to work. I can't quit my job yet. So it's like sometimes a catch-22. And that's why I am planting those seeds now, so that when my time, you know, if I'm fortunate enough it may come, I'll remind them, like, remember, I told y'all, you know.
It's almost as if it's like the followers are like, I like you because I can relate to you.
Yeah.
Now I don't like you because I feel like I can't relate to you anymore.
Yeah. And it's like, you're the same person, right? You're doing the same things, but
Money
now
changes you.
you're on
Money
this different level.
The money
Yeah.
changes them, I feel like.
That's why I actually don't talk about where I work. No one actually knows what I do for work. I actually tell my audience I work at a call center. And
Really?
Yeah, I work at a call center.
So would you like why like?
It's really just simply that relatability. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I don't talk about work and buying designer, and there's nothing wrong with doing those things, right? People that are here for, just fashion and just buy plus size lifestyle and chats, they're going to be there for that. But the moment they feel like I'm not someone that they can be like, the moment they fade away from you. And it's very unfortunate that people don't see that we all have, opportunity. It may not always be equal, let's be honest with you, but if you put in the effort, it's crazy how much you can accomplish if you just try.
This is very true. This is very true. Real quick, any tip that you guys have for someone that wants to get onto TikTok and be successful within the next 30 to 60 days?
You got to have tough skin. I've seen a lot of people start TikToks. They don't really know where to start. And also if it's your first post, let's say it's your first post on TikTok, you really need to think about what you want to be on this platform. What is your goal on this platform? Is your goal to blow up, or is your goal to just like post things or show your cat or whatever? You know what I mean? People get really disappointed that they're not blowing up on these platforms, but they don't have a clear message or a clear vision or a clear goal. The people that you see blow up on TikTok in a small amount of time, they are very consistent, and they know exactly, they'll do this character over and over and over and over and over and over again till they have the audience. Then they're at 1 million followers. I've seen people go from, I don't even know, man. I've seen 1 million followers happen in months.
Wow.
And yeah, so I would just say really have a clear message of what you want to do and who you're trying to be on this platform. Like, what's the point of you hopping on,
Fair.
Definitely. I would say, I would really echo the same sentiments, and I would be specific, like, be careful of the content that you do create, because we all know controversy is what will take you to the top. Right now, if you post an opinion that everyone may not agree with, it's going to charge the likes up, the shares up. So before you take that approach, because you see that works, make sure you are, creating content that you want to actually be known for.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will just echo, like, although the numbers, you want them, don't fall in love with the numbers. And and it's inevitable, right? It's inevitable, but I actively remind myself that I'm creating because I want to. I'm creating because I enjoy it, not just for the numbers, because if the numbers make me, if I only feel good when a video hits 10,000 views or 2,000 likes, when it doesn't, I'll feel so broken. And you're never going to make a full journey if you feel stumped by every,
you have to have
alleged downfall. Skin, it's not a downfall because it didn't hit. It didn't hit.
Yeah.
And I don't know the algorithm like that, honestly. Like, I'm just thankful that my audience, we've built such a relationship that they want to come to me. So maybe that's my biggest thing. I would just say, be intentional about building community. Like, actually engage with your audience, speak back to them, follow people back. That's another thing. Like, check out other content creators. Don't just be on your own island and just waiting for people to swim up to you just because you're around,
And also, like, I feel like collaborating with other content creators makes it to where even if you're not doing videos with them, they'll retweet your stuff to their audience, and then you reshare their stuff to your audience. It just is like a nice little cycle there.
Be genuine about that, though, too, because don't go make friends just because they're creators, because you don't know them people for real.
Yeah, no. You don't want to share anything that you don't really like.
Yeah. You don't know them people for real behind that camera. Like, you'll go over their house and, they not even nice no more. You'll go see them. They not even as cool as they pretend to be online. So be genuine about everything you do, because your audience will see through it.
I was about to say, well, that and your audience will notice. Like, if
No,
you're
for
sharing
sure,
something that doesn't even make sense for you to share, it's like, what was the reason of this? This isn't even a good video.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. Anything for a couple likes and shares.
True. All right, you guys, we are going to go to a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we got to talk about something that I saw last night while I guess you can't really say I was minding my business because I was on Twitter. We got to talk about Kanye West, all right? Talking about that coming up next right here on Rewind with Besa.
Join us this holiday season at the Fifth Avenue Theater and feel the power of love overflowing with The Wiz. Filled with soaring soul and R&B songs, it's an effervescent explosion of music, dance, and magic your whole family will love. Ease on down the yellow brick road with Dorothy as she learns home isn't really where you live, it's who you love. The Wiz at the Fifth Avenue Theater, November 19th through December 23rd. Tickets at fifthavenue.org.
We are back. You guys, did you notice that if you go on Twitter right now, Kanye West's Instagram is gone? I mean, Twitter is gone.
Oh, jeez.
It's suspended.
Who is going to save Kanye? Like, who is going to put their cape
Does
on?
he even want to be saved? Hold on.
Save himself.
Who is going to save Kanye?
Oh,
like,
Lord.
there
I'm not
is
gonna
no
do
one
that. Sorry, I
equipped.
took my cape off. I'm not coming.
No one has the skills, you know? And then can we just take a pause and say, Kanye really made Gold Digger just to pay Kim 200 bands a month or for child support?
water on that one.
What?
I don't
He
have
said
anything to
she
say
ain't
about
messing
that.
with a broke, you
I
know?
don't have anything to say about that.
I'm like, Kim don't need that money.
Well, he had them kids, so the kids need the money.
And he has the money. However, it is very
How much longer is he
ironic.
going to have the money?
He
Is
gonna
the
have
question,
the money.
too.
You know what? I feel like with Kanye, it's one of those things where I think that people think that he needs saving, but I really don't think that he needs saving.
Neither do I.
One, I think he has a lot of money. So no matter what, he can start a new Yeezy line whenever the heck he
Period.
wants.
Yeah.
Two, he still has his fans. Like, although I was mad creeped out by the whole Donda performances, and sometimes I'd have to
I
just
skipped
watch
them
it
all.
during the day,
Yeah.
especially when he like levitated into the air.
So
Like,
sorry, I didn't even see one.
Jesus?
It was a bit merch. It was a bit
Didn't see
merch.
one.
It was a bit merch.
Yeah.
However, they were packed out each time,
And there was controversy at that time too.
and he would be late.
But he has went to a level where, like, this recent antics, this is too much. We could have just saved him because everyone's feeling bad. Oh, Kanye's canceled. Kanye's a genius. He knows he wants to get out of his contract.
I mean, how do you save someone that literally said that he
Medication.
likes Jews? Well, you have to take the damn medication.
He has to get on, like, Kanye's going to
So
have to get on
someone
the
would just
medication.
have to come in here and just like stab him in the
Yeah.
arm or
If I could
something.
afford the healthcare that Kanye could afford, I would not. It's just crazy to me that people are like, talking about him and his healthcare. Like, he has doctors around him. He has every asset. He has everything he could possibly need, and at an arm's reach. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't get the they need to be saved, and Kanye's getting it, and I don't understand why.
Also, I just feel like Kanye, he knows what he's doing. Like, I don't know if you
Period.
guys watch Armand Wiggins, but he was at that brunch that Kanye West did where like he invited like all the influencers.
Mhm.
And Kanye West at that same time as that brunch, he was doing a whole Twitter rant about his kids and like, oh, they took my kids. Mind you, he was chilling.
Yeah.
So, like, apparently there's a point during the brunch or dinner, whatever it was, where he was like, he's been on his phone and he goes, you guys would probably think that I'm crazy if you looked on my social media right now. He was like, but obviously I'm fine.
That's what crazy
So,
people say.
to me, I just feel like he's taken that Kardashian route of
Yep.
all publicity is
It's
good publicity.
Fact.
And no matter, like, if somehow, some way he comes out on top,
No, he is gonna come out on top.
he's made a point.
I'm
But
so
also,
sorry to say, yeah.
he's not gonna. It's not like he's gonna lose his money because there was like some clause in the Adidas thing to
Yeah.
where no matter what, he's still getting paid. So that's why
Yeah.
he doesn't really care.
I just can't wrap my wig around why take this route when you've had so much success and the opportunities are endless for you. Why do you need this? He could have dropped another album. Kanye could have done a million other things than
Why put on the
be
red hat?
anti-Semitic, just you could go on and on and on about his antics, and you really just got to ask yourself, why would he do any of this? And to say he's a genius, it doesn't seem that smart to me.
You know, it's funny that you say that. Questlove went on Twitter and he was like, "Genius does not mean smart."
Period.
I concur.
It's also like it's funny that you say that.
Period.
But honestly, you guys, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Kanye West knows what he's doing.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kris Jenner is in it somewhere on the back end.
Hey,
I just
at the end
feel
of the day.
because like apparently, allegedly, he gave Kim the house that he bought across the street from
Yeah.
her, and we all know
But
that he
in
did
the
that 'cause-
divorce settlement, right? Like, not just like, oh, Kimmy, here, Kimmy. Isn't
I
it a
don't
part of
know
the
if it-
settlement?
Now that I don't know.
I know she got the other house though too, the big one that they built.
I just feel
She got the
like
huge one and the house across the street. I feel like.
with Kanye, it just gives Holly weird is Holly weirding.
Yeah, no.
Even
for
though
sure.
people have their icks about the Kardashians, to me, I really thought Kanye had his happy ending because if you used to watch the show, he was on the show around Kim, hanging out, going to Dash Store. Like, he literally waited around for years. And then, but that's what happened to Erica and Safari, too. Waited around, played, and then got her and went to the loony bin.
It was a dud.
Dead. Yeah, I will agree though. I do feel like it's all very like plotted. I feel like Kanye is doing whatever he can to get this
How can I
far.
go viral
And
today?
how can I go viral today? It's gonna go this far, and then what he's gonna do? Drop an album just like R. Kelly did back in the day, over and over again when there was trouble, and drop an album, and then everyone's gonna go back to saying exactly the same thing before and ignoring everything.
Because also, like, everyone's talking about how the baby is canceled. And performance-wise,
Again?
he does seem to be a little bit
Again?
canceled.
Some
But
more?
he recently did, like, a freestyle.
freestyle, yeah.
And everybody was like, man, I can't even front. I'm going to need that on SoundCloud. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, the thing is that people literally will split the
People
person.
be fake mad.
Yeah, they be fake mad.
exactly.
He dropped that freestyle. Everybody in the comments was like,
Oh,
I'm not even
I-
going to
Split the
hold you. This
person
is
from-
fire. This
exactly.
needs to go on SoundCloud.
Oh, I
Oh,
actually-
he's hella talented.
absolutely
Oh, he
do.
can rap. Oh, he can play basketball. Oh, he can do this. He can do that. And then they like, but I'm like, yeah, but they can still be a terrible person.
Right.
You know,
But
I
they
feel
make
like
some good
people
stuff.
always do that. They just forget instantly.
People still stepping in the name of love. You ain't gonna-
I always
literally
if
just
there are a
said
lot of
that
artists
today.
that I
People are still
separate
stepping in the name of love.
from their craft for sure. You have to because some people shouldn't talk, right?
Literally.
Well, if that's the case, Doja Cat would not be Doja Cat.
Exactly. Because we can name a list. Summer Walker. Some of the things Summer Walker has said.
Whoa, yeah. And
Summer Walker
does.
makes amazing music, but some of the stuff that
Whoa.
they called CPS on her with the baby
Oh.
because they said she was going to get a baby water.
Put
Do y'all
that up, put
know-
my cup of tea down.
Y'all
Oh,
can't
and
give a
then
baby water.
She was like, "Oh, a baby can have like a banana and like some nuts." And I like, look, I don't have no kids,
I don't have no
so
kids.
I sat that one out. But I just remember how the internet was like, "Oh my God, if she ever has kids," and then the people saw that her
Doesn't she have
baby.
two?
Yeah, she has two now, or at
Yeah,
least
she's
one more
pregnant.
on the way.
Yeah, she has one. Now she's pregnant.
Yeah, she's like
Yeah.
probably about to have the baby.
Yeah,
shortly,
that one's
so.
about to pop. I feel like. Yeah.
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 Bubbles.
I don't know. I didn't.
But yeah, I sat that one out because I don't have any kids.
Yeah.
But people were pissed off about it.
Yeah, I sit the kids ones out for the most part. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Sorry. This ain't for me.
I was once a kid though, so I'll say a look because I'm nothing too much. I was once a kid, so I'll give my opinion.
These are my thoughts if I was that child.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So, moral of the story. Asia, how is Kanye West going to come out by this time next year?
Honestly, just when like I said, Kanye was just apologetic 2 weeks ago. Now Kanye went from apologetic to even going further off of the deep end. I can't even predict. Honestly, I love Kanye as an artist. I literally have his albums on record because the music was so good. My brother introduced me to his music way back when. So I have that special connection of why I love Kanye's music. But I don't know. I hope Kanye is well in a year or whatever because I want Kanye to come back to his senses. But I don't think that's going to happen, honestly. I think he's going to stray further and further off because there is no repercussions. There's nothing for him to really lose. You know, he's lost his family. He's lost all these things. None of that seems to matter. So I think he's just going to show us how far he can go. And it's really sad that his father, who is here, you know, he encourages him. You know, he doesn't step in. That's what I'm saying. The only person that could really help Kanye, at least, could possibly be his pappy. And pappy won't do nothing. You ain't know it was a big Kanye? That ain't his name, but it's a big. You got a daddy? He ain't
I
a
ain't never
bastard.
heard about it. I ain't never heard about
I didn't know that.
See,
Mm, I
Kanye
ain't
got a
never heard
daddy,
it.
y'all.
Never heard it, never seen it.
He posts his dad's text messages encouraging him. Yeah. Yeah, and they talk about fatherless kids. He got a daddy.
I am
Literally mind
baffled
blown.
right about
Shook,
now.
shaking, and stirred.
Mind
Girl, in
Pray
a
for Kanye,
freaking
y'all.
shaker with ice in it. Like what?
blown. Wait a minute.
Rattle.
Wait a damn minute.
We need
Something
to
ain't
look up what
adding
Daddy Kanye looks like. I forgot.
I don't know. I don't want my phone to break. I can't look it up. I can't look it up. I can't look it up.
Child, Kanye West by this time next year. What's
Kanye
your
West-
prediction?
You know, I'm so sorry to do this to y'all, but like, I feel like he's gonna probably be in the same position, probably richer. He might drop a new line, and everybody's gonna buy it. So sorry. That's what I have to say.
I don't think Kanye.
That's what I say. I feel like Kanye is pushing the envelope so much, but people, the way I see the comments, The way I see the comments on TikTok, it's a lot of black men, and they're all saying exactly the same thing. Kanye's a genius. Kanye's a genius. Kanye's
Don't
a
get
genius.
started on the black
But
incels.
I wish that it was just a couple, but it's like every post that has him in it. There was a specific one where he's like, gotcha,
Yeah.
and everybody's just like talking about that one.
But that's
post.
the Adidas clause, though, thing.
And it's just like it's just they think that he's really smart and that he's a genius. But
I just don't
feel
think
like
he's
he's
that
just
smart.
fleecing the flock. Anyways, that's it.
Yeah.
That's what I have
But
to
it's
say.
like, what route is he going to take to launch these new brands? Everything Kanye has ever did has been in collaboration, meaning he takes their manufacturers, he takes all their resources, he takes their teams, their operating, their facilities. Kanye hasn't had to invest in the true logistics that comes behind his business. He's been able to be the visionary, step in and step out. So to say Kanye can do it again, it's like, what brand will take the gamble? I don't know. We'll see what wind up happening. But if Kanye is going to start something up again, it's going to be because Kanye developed the entire infrastructure that can't be taken away from him to be able to do whatever and be just as crazy as he wants to be. And then I take it a step further. Okay, who's going to sell it in stores? Maybe not in stores. It'll just be online, So it's a lot of different, nooks and crannies in there. But who would he even trust to hire as a team to execute all his stuff? He don't trust nobody.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just goes off and decides to just like invest in another company and go on about his day.
Period. Kanye's not even worried, y'all.
Because, I mean, who's going to say no to Kanye's
worried.
money?
Kanye's not
All he
worried.
has to do is be
In
like
2
an
weeks, we'll
angel
talk about
investor.
something
He'll be all right.
Kanye too messy, though. So, look, say if I'm secretly taking Kanye money,
Text
Kanye too
messages
messy. He going to blow up your whole spot. Kanye too risky. Pray for Kanye.
We'll see what's going to happen, y'all. All right, you guys. So we're going to go to another commercial break. And when we come back, since we're talking about clothing lines, we got to talk about Balenciaga.
A world of wonder awaits at Pacific Northwest Ballet's The Nutcracker. Treat your loved ones to the Northwest's favorite holiday tradition at Seattle Center's McCall Hall. Tickets start at $27. Visit pnb.org.
All right, welcome back. We are still locked into Rewind with Besa. So obviously we just got done talking about Kanye West. Real quick, we're not even going to spend a lot of time on this. Asia, what do you think about the whole Balenciaga situation now that as of, let's see when this was posted. About 8 hours ago, Balenciaga's creative director issued an apology for the controversial campaign. If you guys don't know, there was basically a little campaign where they pretty much had kids holding up teddy bears that was like in some BDSM type clothing.
Ew. First one was ill. And what really behooves
At
me.
least that's what started it, because there was the
It's a numerous
trickle.
things, especially
It was a trickle
the
down
court
effect.
case,
the files, the books. There was a lot.
I think number one, it kind of goes back to our original point about the power of social media. If it wasn't for people deep diving and dissecting these things
And zooming in,
no one would even have any conversations about these things. So I think it's absolutely disgusting. I think it's funny that Balenciaga is blaming the creative vision and director on the whole journey of what's going on, because if you've digged a little bit deeper into this, the photographer of this project has done other shoots similar to this, meaning he's taken pictures of children with toys, but it was around the country, right? He would go to countries and take pictures of children with their favorite toys. So it's for Balenciaga to take, the concept of what he was already doing, but they pair it, whoever chose to give them a BDSM toy. How did the wires get crossed? Honestly, I don't really like children being filmed, period. I think this world is just so wicked, so we really need to protect the kids. Like, even, parents that their whole entire social media presence is all about their children. It's just so dangerous these days. So really protect children. And I think Balenciaga took too long to admit their faults. Like, as a brand, when the first thing you do is turn off comments and you do this, you do that.
Is that what they did?
Immediately. They turned off their comments. You could not mention them. Like, they turned everything off, and then they went completely ghost on their social media, and then they came back, and then, but I just say all that to say, protect children, and it's disgusting. And it's kind of funny to even see Kim saying, I'm reevaluating my partnership and da-da-da with 4 kids at home. What do you mean you're reevaluating it, but
I mean, it's also
contract is
strange that
contract.
Kanye West is trying to denounce porn when, King. It's like it's a little ironic that you want to say that now, sir.
Yeah, I thought the ad was obviously super strange, super weird. I think that in order for this to be resolved, we need resignations. That's pretty much it. I don't have a lot to say on the subject. I thought it was super weird, but yeah, I just feel like a lot of people are saying the same thing over and over again, and I totally agree. But yeah, it wasn't an accident. Owning my own clothing brand, I know every single step of everything I make, every picture. I know all the photographers. I know everything. So
like
and then
this was
Balenciaga's a
done
huge
on
company.
purpose. Y'all
So,
knew what
like,
you were
when
doing.
I see comments of people being like, I can't believe this happened, blah blah blah. I'm like, this is also could be another publicity stunt. Balenciaga, I don't feel like I said this morning. I'm like, Balenciaga's not going to shut down. Like like the Gucci ads that came out that were racist. The ad that had the face pulled up with the red lips on it, like, and people are still.
But people don't care about
and people are
racism.
still wearing.
No.
people
They
are
care about
still
dogs and
wearing-
kids.
At least not racism against black people.
People are still wearing all those those same designers and those same brands. So I feel like at the end of the day, there could be a lot of outrage, but it's going to take a little bit more than social media outrage and commenting on Kim Kardashian to really fix the problem with protecting children.
I feel like Balenciaga is out of my pay grade, so I just really don't. I just kind of sat this one out. But I did think the ad was.
I
Very,
thought
very
it was
weird.
that. I'm like, yeah, I thought it was weird. I'm
I
like,
thought it
this
was
is so
very
strange.
weird.
Like, what? Like, I think they're just trying to push the envelope. They went too far, and that's how it is. And that's, Balenciaga's been trending for like the past 5 months, literally at the runway walks, like. All of that, people walking in trash bags.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I
it's
just
been
honestly
trending.
feel like they know what they're doing.
They know exactly what they're doing.
Because they've just been doing a lot of weird stuff as of lately in general. And finally, it just took a moment
It
for
took
someone to
exactly.
get a one
think they
real
handed
good
that kid
zoom
a
in and was
doll
like, what book
and
is
the
that again?
BDSM, and we're like, oh, maybe this is going to be great. Nobody's going to say anything. No, they absolutely knew they knew there was going to be controversy. Balenciaga is not going to go down. It may not go up, but it's not going away.
I just feel like there's been a lot of planned bad publicity
yeah.
this year.
Yeah,
Like I
absolutely.
feel like a lot of people are like, oh, people are out, they got money now. Let's distract people from all the foolishness that's
All the
happening
foolishness
around
that's
the world
happening
and the
around the
fact that
world,
all these
exactly.
caps are melting and
what they say,
we
it's
got
right in
global
front of you.
warming. They done found some freaking
You
zombie
got people
virus
cutting up
and
handbags
revived
that They
it.
spent $1,000 on. Like, sorry, Balenciaga already has your money. That money is spent
The
and gone.
money is gone.
Like, the money's gone. I get it. You don't want, like, it's just like, it's a lot of like show for like,
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of fake outrage. Like I said,
Yeah.
there's just fake outrage. People do not care as much as they like to act like they care.
They sure
do
don't.
it
True.
on social media for clout.
And then it's like,
So-
what's the next trending thing to be mad at? What's the next
Period.
thing to
No,
make enough
exactly.
viral videos?
Exactly.
So that way you
Over.
can go viral on Twitter with whatever your think piece tweet.
Yeah. Just like we keep regurgitating the same topics over and over again. Like you can basically put on a schedule. You're going to always talk about 50-50. We're always going to talk about head of household, submissive, like all this same
Oh my gosh.
nonsense. Who's buying from DHgate? Who's buying from the,
Who got
actual
a
real
fake
store?
purse? Like it's just all the
It's all the
exactly.
same stuff.
over and over and over again. Like if I have to hear about Kate Middleton one more time, or you know what I mean, like
I blocked that girl.
Lord
I know what
have
she's talking
mercy.
about. I blocked that girl.
Lord have mercy. I'm like, can we like just? It's just I follow E News too. E News. Shout out. They do fuck with me though. But E News like places they're just like I look at their feed and like just the comments. People are just so captivated by drama, by the
yeah.
smallest amount of drama too. Like that has nothing to do with them. It affects their lives in no way whatsoever. But they're commenting and writing like it's just insane. The world is like strange now.
Because they have nothing better to do. Like there was this, I don't remember who the artist is, but he went on social media and he posted that he had like a cataract on his eye. And he was,
ESTG.
yeah, he was like, what should I do, you guys?
You be knowing.
And
like, who?
Yeah.
I went in the comments on the Shade Room, and that's the thing about commenting on the Shade Room.
Oh,
when
yo.
you do it too early,
Yo.
all of a sudden you come back, the comment done got like 5,000 likes. I was like, oh
You have
snap!
people DMing
But-
you like.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, I left the comment and I was like, dude, just go get the surgery. I was like, my aunt had that. She got the surgery. She can see again. And I was like, but coming on social media isn't going to help you. Like, you got this
You about to
big
get
old
roasted.
gray glob on your face.
Gray glob.
On your, go get that.
Honestly?
handle. And also, he literally said that he was supposed to go get the surgeries, but he couldn't get the surgeries because of COVID. So obviously, he
You know what to
knows
do.
That you coming on here and telling us ain't gonna help your eye, player. Like,
Yeah.
make the doctor's appointment. So I put that in the comments, and some people were like, "Oh, you literally helped him," and I was like, "I guess."
Not you saved the day.
I'm like,
Wow.
they're like, "Oh, well, you
Please
literally
tell me
helped
with
him,"
sarcasm. You literally helped him.
and I was like, "What?" what? And then somebody else was like, yeah, go to the doctors. But either way, I say all that to say there was a lot of interestingness in that particular comment section. And
I love the suggestions that people give, like the most obvious suggestions, and like people are like, "Yeah, you really did that." I'm like, oh, God, you
People
should've
crave
just-
community so bad.
Yeah.
Honestly, like we're so desensitized that we need interaction online. Like
Yeah.
people need these comments. They need to give their opinions. They
they
need
just
to give
have to say
suggestions.
something.
Yeah.
I literally left that comment, put my phone down, and walked away. I come back, I was like, what the what?
I actually I blocked the shade room because it was just too toxic for me. Like I've been like holding off making this TikTok about just how one, group chats and the comment section are so toxic and can be so toxic, and people just spend their whole day in group chats, and it can just be really, I don't know. I just feel like there's a conversation that needs to be had about group chats and the comment section of these like gossip pages that
I don't follow Shade Room, but I do
Oh,
go
I had
catch
to
up
go.
on the news.
I
Like
had to go.
if I'm chilling, I'll be like, oh, let's see what's going on. But
I'm like, is this supposed to be positive or negative?
what other channel do we have, especially when it comes to Black media, to catch up on current events? Right? We don't have
BlackPeopleMeet.com.
we don't have BET anymore. As far as we don't have 106 in Park, we don't have any Black news stations where we can stay with the culture. So unfortunately, it does come from this place that does breed some breed some toxic vibes, but it's also the only channel we have.
Everybody needs a little toxicity every once in a while.
But even Spiritual World, they're wrong. The Shade Room represents who they are, but Spiritual World, that page,
The shade room, I don't know. I feel like sometimes they'll just like post things and they want you to say something so negative. Just like I'll be following E-News and
yeah.
they'll post a picture of if two people are rivaling, the person that they like is airbrushed to the max. The person that they don't like looks a mess.
Yeah.
And you can go on there and I'll comment and I'll say, this picture, who chose this? I'm like, so we stopped airbrushing? So Pete Davidson has clear eyes again? Like, so why is Kim airbrushed and Julia Fox is not? They'll choose the worst pictures
Yeah.
of the
Shade Room
person
does that too.
Yo,
they know what
they
they're
do.
doing.
Oh, sorry
And that's
to-
why Cardi
sorry to
B and them
call y'all
always
out.
beefing.
If y'all see this, E-News, still love you, baby.
That's why Cardi B is always beefing with them and telling them stop posting her because they know what they're doing.
No, they know what they're doing. They know what they're
They know
doing
what
for
they
sure.
doing.
It's all.
It's all calculated.
You done got me started.
No, but one thing the Shade Room does, it's super, super weird to me when they do what ifs. Like, what if they had a baby? What if this artist cut their hair?
Or
Like,
if these artists, or what if this particular artist got back with this artist? Did you see the one where it
Yeah,
was
they're
like
just so
Michael B. Jordan
weird.
and Lori Harvey if they had a baby and like
Isn't she
that
with somebody
is
else?
weird.
I don't know.
Who's next?
Hmm?
Who's next?
I don't know.
On her list. I love that for her. Who's next? I love that for her.
She gets everyone she wants.
It took me a second to get that one.
I love that for
I
her.
like it.
Why,
When I was
why
thinking,
not?
Who's next?
She's young.
Yeah.
She obviously doesn't want to get married right about now. She's like, I'm living my life.
Absolutely.
I'm fine as hell.
Yeah.
Let me do me.
Why wouldn't
Who's
she?
next?
More women need to be like Lori. If a man is no longer, if you're no
Serving
longer
you.
feeling it, it's not serving you.
Mhm.
Next.
Move on, girl.
Listen, I'm a big fan of the next bus. Next.
I wish I could have been on there.
Next bus.
Next.
I wish I could have been on there. They need to bring back the good shows.
They need to bring
we don't
back
have any
next.
good shows
They need
anymore.
to bring back next for sure. I love that Johnny was whack, so he had to go back. Next. They come off that bus saying the most wild things ever too. It was like, they said some wild stuff on next.
I've
They were
never
always
seen
say-
it.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm gonna win her over with my awesome looks and my great pecs.
Oh, that's
God.
the one where they would be
sorry, you
sitting
said
in the
four.
van.
I was like,
Is that the one where they would like sit?
Yeah, they would sit
Oh,
on the
yeah,
bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay,
direct-
I remember
Yeah.
that.
I was like,
I
I know
remember
you
that.
saw next.
I was trying to throw something in stupid there,
No,
but I
that
couldn't
was
even think.
perfect.
But
It was
yeah.
perfect. That's very
I remember that. I remember that. I remember
the
that.
tone.
Ooh, somebody should bring that back. That would be
Yeah.
so good.
Bring
Me
back
and my
Making
friends
the
been saying
Band.
The next bus for a long
No.
time.
Yes.
What?
Bring back Making the Band.
Why?
What?
No,
I
just
want to
go watch
see.
my Making the Band skits on
I want to
YouTube.
see them go across to get a cheesecake and sing in a code. That was some
A
good
sugar
times.
cookie?
I still listen to Danny D. Kane. Speaking of Danny Kane, did you see that interview with Aubrey
I like that
O'Day?
interview actually. She was.
She basically was
giving
saying-
a read.
She read The Girls for Filth.
What happened?
Basically, she's like, at the end of the day, the gatekeepers in the industry, they're gone. So
Mhm.
now you can be on TikTok, you can be on Instagram, doing your little dance, doing your little song. Somebody sees you, they think they can make money off you, they take you,
And they give you
and
a
they
record
just
deal.
give you the career, and boom, you're done. You didn't have to work as hard as artists like her. They didn't have to stand in front of the Diddies, the entrees, and get permission to, be in their career type of thing. But we could also say that the greats before them would say the same thing, that they may have had it easier. But it is becoming easier and easier to be discovered, and I'm not mad at that. I don't feel like everything should have to go through the gatekeepers, but we do need to bring back real artists, boot camps, real A&R back, not just one viral song.
Real talent at is what I'm like. Where's all the real talent at?
Yeah,
you know? Not just I can do dances on TikTok. Like a lot of people can dance. A lot of people can dance. So what else is it based on? You know,
bring back
I mean?
Missy Elliott producing albums.
The thing is, though, there is good talent out there. The problem is that talent doesn't trend.
No,
or
that's
they're
what
not,
I mean.
Or they're
exactly,
not
yeah.
able to bring in an audience, because a lot of times, like, her has been around for a minute.
Yeah.
But the general public is just now finding out about her because she doesn't have any controversy.
Yeah.
So then it makes it to where, you know, there's just this cluster of people that just love her music and just want to hold her close because they really, really like her. But the general public doesn't find out about her until she finally has one song that goes super, super viral. And I feel like she got more popular once people really felt like she was super mysterious.
Yeah.
And it was like, why are you always wearing your glasses? Like, your hair is so big. Like, why does it always seem like you're hiding from something? But then she can play every freaking instrument and she sings so amazingly and she writes music. So then people get curious about her. But I say all of that to say, the artists that literally just want to do music and go on about their business.
Like JT.
Yeah, it just doesn't work that way anymore. Like, people, like, it's not
You have
as
to have a viral
lucrative.
song. Record labels are saying that exact thing. You have to have a viral song in order
You
for us
need
to
to
put
be
music
social
out.
media
a lot
ready.
Of my musician
Yeah.
friends are saying that too.
Lakaya, the female, you know, if you're watching Impact ATL or whatever, on there,
She was
a lot of people are saying
signed to
she's
the Baby, right?
No, she's signed to.
Well, she
QC.
was.
I thought she
was.
signed to the Baby.
I thought she used to be signed to the Baby.
She's signed to QC now, or whatever, and everyone is watching the show and they're like, oh, she's so boring. But her online audience, she goes live like every day nearly, sits on there, talks to the people on live, and they're like, the show doesn't represent who she is, but she's doing her thing social media wise and showing up. But now people that don't follow her on social media, they only see her on the Impact. They're like, oh, she's so boring, you know? So it's kind of that catch where it's like, you do got to sell yourself a lot. It's no longer just about the music. And I think that's the power of like Beyonce. Like, obviously Beyonce's on a super high level, but even back then, they weren't obsessed with who you were dating, how many kids you got, what everything looks like. So a lot of people do need to take a note out of the playbook and give enough, but not give too much, so that you still have some type of, you know, privacy in your career.
Speaking of, well, this is actually, you know, speaking of privacy, this is more so of a segue. Let's see. We were talking about this earlier. Lotto is Billboard's top new artist of 2022. Asia was saying that she feels that Glorilla should be the top artist. Let's talk about it.
Actually,
Wait, you said Lotto is?
Lotto is?
Lotto.
Okay, I thought earlier it was, I thought you said Glorilla was a top artist.
No, so Lotto is Billboard's top new artist of 2022.
Oh, I agree. I agree with that.
I think
Oh, okay.
I agree
accurate.
with that. I
I
thought we were talking about like Glow had the biggest year. You know, she broke out literally halfway through the year. You know, F&F came out with Tomorrow, came out Tomorrow 2, came out with I'm Blessed. You know, she's had 3 hits back to back. Her and Lotto just dropped a song.
It's good,
Gangsta
too.
Boo.
The video is giving P Valley.
Yeah.
But I can't even say that because apparently they're saying that it's going to be super long. I can't remember the exact terminology it was, but he said it's going to be a cool minute or something like that before season 3 comes out. And I was like, why do y'all do this?
Y'all better get back on that pole
Why
and get
do
back to
y'all
the paint.
do this? Get back to work.
And record.
Like, I need my season 3.
But no, I totally agree. I think Lotto did have the biggest year or whatever. And what really disheartened me about the whole Lotto thing, and especially, you know, when it comes to the barbs, when it comes to this whole situation, is what really kills me. And I know this might be my cancelable take. This is one thing that kills me. I love Nicki's music and Nicki's contributions to hip hop and everything like that. But I feel like everybody is forgetting that there was once upon a time where Nicki felt like Kim didn't embrace her, right? And then she was creating everything that Kim was doing, right? You know, we have countless examples of things that Kim did that then Nicki went on to do. When there's wires got crossed or whatever, when all the comparisons started happening, simply because who was the biggest?
Because
Kim
they
was
were
one of
cool
the
at
biggest.
one point.
Yeah, then Nicki came up all these years later, killing stuff. I feel like Nicki really missed her opportunity to really just sit at the, you know, Mount Rushmore of rap, of female rap artists, and just really let the girlie sit at her feet. I feel like she got intimidated by the fact that she was getting all these comparisons when she just 8 or so years ahead of that went through the same thing, I would feel like it was such a big missed opportunity. So now it's really good to see the young girlies be intentional about coming together. So the fact that Glow has had this big year lotto, coming together, Cardi's always embracing the girlies or whatever. I feel like it was a missed opportunity.
And what I also love is that the new girls are actually working together.
Yeah.
Like, people always would complain about how Nicki never really worked with a lot of women in the industry.
Yeah.
And she only worked with the boys. And
Again, she never pulled, let anybody sit and learn and be like, okay, well, this is how you navigate these spaces or whatever. And what's really frustrating about this, men don't have these conversations. We never, ever have these conversations when it comes to male rappers. Like, if a male rapper is coming up and he's hot, Drake don't got a problem jumping on it and making the label think he needs you. You know what I mean? Females, it's like we got to fight tooth and nail to prove,
Drake
who's
on all
the batter. Yeah.
Don't care. He'll be on that track.
Okay.
So, okay. Do you have any thoughts on Lotto?
No, I love it. I think Lotto is great. She's been on so many songs. And actually, I was listening on the way here. I was listening to Traumatize, and yeah, I just feel like
listening to Lotto on the way here too.
That's my number one album. Spotify just told me
Really?
that's my number one album. But yeah, I'm down with that. I think it's well deserved.
Same.
Literally, Lotto. I literally was listening to Lotto on the way here.
I love it. I've been following her since she was on Rap Game. So to see what she's up to now is actually really, really dope. Like, I'm like,
she's young. She's
like 23.
23, 24. Yeah.
And she was on Rap Game when she was like 16.
Yeah.
And so to see her just really glow up, literally, to where when she was here earlier this year, she was at Showbox, and then now she's opening up for Lizzo and was just at Climate. I'm like, this is so dope.
I feel like in the past 3 years, she's like just taken off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great to watch.
Yeah.
Okay. King.
Yes.
What do you think about Brittany Griner being sent to a Russian, what is it, like a camp, imprisonment camp?
It's a word camp or something. I think it's crazy. I'm like, this should be over by now. I'm like confused as why, like,
Since
Joe,
February.
what's really good? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. If that was a male basketball player, it would be a completely different story is how I feel. And I'm just like, I don't understand. It's just crazy to me, the fact that she's still there. And then it kind of, it's annoying too to see how people react in the comments.
People are saying she deserves it.
She deserves it. She deserves that. I'm like, if it was any other person on any other subject, they would not be saying that. But like, oh, she had weed. They really act like she brought.
They act like it was a
20
pound.
pounds of weed, like to have some cartridges. I'm like, wait a minute, you're in jail for cartridges.
She probably has had less in her weed cartridge than I have currently in my purse for my little vape pen. Because they said it was like less than an ounce, which means it wasn't even full.
Yeah.
Like, it already been used. And she actually has like the medical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
but
obviously,
wasn't she going to Russia to play for Russia, or was it?
Yeah, she's been playing for them for the last 2 years.
Insane.
Because and this is what I was talking to KJ Wright about when I had him up here. Women that are in the WNBA, they have to go out overseas to get money.
Yeah.
Here at the most that they can make is about 500,000.
Oh, I googled the other day. It was like 100. I thought
it
said
might
100.
be 100.
I wonder where Sue maxed out at.
Yeah.
She retired. I wonder where was her.
Brittany's the highest paid. It said that
Yeah,
Brittany's
she's
one of the
like,
highest paid. Yeah,
but
one of the
in order to make $1 million, she has to go over to Russia.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it sucks that she's over there and she's going. Like, I say all of this to say she wouldn't have even gone over there
Exactly.
if women basketball players were properly paid
And
in
they're
their
not
own
even
damn
asking
country.
for the
Exactly.
same pay that LeBron gets. They're asking for fair pay, fair share of what they receive. I just literally was watching an interview, and I can't recall the player's name, but she was saying she doesn't even get money from her jersey sale. When they sell her jersey, she doesn't get any money from that. Like, that's theirs or whatever. It's really unfair that, she's in that situation, but she definitely doesn't deserve it. I ain't making it 10 years, y'all.
No,
Well, a lot of people don't think that she's going to make it at all. Like, there's different people that have actually been in those Russian camps.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's bad. Like, one lady was like, they would really like play mind games with you. Like, they'll take your clothes and it's like super cold outside. They'll make it to where you're not really eating that good. It's not that clean over there. And then you got this, like, I don't know, she's like 6'9" or something like that. They're talking about how they want for her to like coach their teams. Like, it's a total mess. All for just
insane.
a little bit. We got freaking dispensaries out here like Starbucks.
I live
like,
above
what?
dispensary. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Yeah, it's insane. It's really sad. Yeah, and it's even sadder just to see how people are reacting to it here.
I feel like if we weren't in this political climate, though, I don't feel like she would be in that situation, honestly.
Well, apparently, typically, when that happens, they just take it and throw it away or something like that, or people will pay a fine.
Yeah.
In this particular case, it's like, oh yeah, I mean, you got the whole war going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
and we all were like,
worse.
girl, what was you even doing over there? And then we find out that she was playing. And so it's just jacked up. Like,
like you said, if they paid them fairly,
she wouldn't have even needed to.
But there's
go
also a guy that's still over there because JoJo was trying to negotiate.
There's like 4 people over there.
Ooh, so the other 2, he must be
There's a
leaving
few.
them because 2 of them, it was supposed to be the release of Britney and another guy.
Yeah.
But yes. It's heartbreaking. Shout out to her wife. You know, I hope she continues to maintain strength for Britney, but I can only imagine, you know, what their family is going through.
I don't even want to imagine that, child.
I'm good.
That's like,
I don't even want to go to jail in the States. Oh my goodness. Like, I don't see how people just go back to jail all the time. Like, it don't seem like it's fun in there.
I've never,
except for TikTok Live. They love a little live jail show.
It's like, where y'all be getting these phones
I ain't never
from?
going back. That's all I gotta say.
Look, contraband.
All right, you guys. So we're going to go to another commercial break. And then when we come back, we're quickly going to talk about what recently happened in Mexico. We're going to do 6 randoms with Besa, and then we're going to wrap it up. We are literally on our way back from Vegas. We had an amazing trip. Got some good interviews coming up for you guys, so definitely stay locked for that.
Look like water on my island. Long way from running from the siren. I've been hella fly, I'm a pilot. I get what I want if I like it. Like it, yeah. If I like it. If I like it, yeah. If I like it.
What's up, Bird Media in the building? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We're gonna have to come back to Vegas real soon because it's really lit. All right, welcome back. We are still locked into Rewind with Besa. I still have Asia with me. I still have King Onlii with me, and you guys.
I'm still here.
Here. I'm still here.
Oh my goodness, the songs that go viral on social media, shop. Do you guys know about what is her name? Is Shanquella Johnson?
Yes.
Robinson Johnson?
The one who went with her friends and she didn't come back?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that. So I don't really know anything about I don't know what the details are, what they've uncovered recently. What I know is that she went with her friends and something happened. She came back with bruises and that she was choked and all this kind of stuff.
She didn't come back.
She didn't come back.
She didn't come back. She didn't come back.
They left her for.
They left her for
the States. I mean, over there. Listen, this story is a perfect example as why you cannot be friends with people that hate on you. Stop being friends with people that hate on you, people that secretly don't like you, and you know your friend don't really like you like that. I literally just stopped being friends with a girl over this outfit that I'm wearing right now. She didn't want me to buy it. She sent me a screenshot of the outfit instead of sending me like the link. And I'm like, hey, I like this too. Can I get the link? And she was giving me a hard time about it. And I said, why am I like going back and forth with you so much over a link to an outfit? Like, this is trivial. She said, I don't know why either. Enjoy the day.
Oh.
I blocked the bitch.
Wow.
No, ma'am, no ham,
have.
no turkey. Because if you hate me that much that you don't want me to have a Tarjay outfit, I must have you out of my life. So, listen, I stand 10 toes on that.
I must have you out of my life.
You must go expeditiously. So I just always say, listen, stop being friends with people that hate on you. You know when your friend is hating on you, and you know when your friend is secretly jealous of you. Let them people go because they'll let you go. They will let you go. And I think that's honestly what it's a situation of, because there was no reason for them to get her to that point where she was unalive. You know what I mean? Like, fight, duke it out, whatever. But being butterball, bucket, naked, fighting.
Did you watch the videos?
Yeah.
I did not.
I had to skip the videos.
I cannot watch the
yeah,
videos.
I'm
Like,
good.
I would just see them. The fact that she was literally, as Asia said, booty butterball naked.
Yeah.
And there were men in the room.
Yeah.
The guy that was
Making the
apparently
Fight back,
recording-
Quilla.
Yeah.
No.
And she's like, I don't want to. And then, like, apparently someone dropped her on her
I'm
head.
like, why are they fighting?
And again, I haven't even seen the video, but just the descriptions of what people are saying, I cannot personally stomach watching that video.
They in hiding now, though. But my thing about it is the girl is not just responsible. Everybody needs to go
Everybody
back.
needs to go
Everybody
back.
needs to go back.
Everybody who changed
Because they
their
only
number
sent
and-
out one arrest warrant.
Yeah. They need to go back. But the federales, they gonna get her. And I heard about them them over there, them jails, they're not that bueno. So
they're not that bueno.
they're not that bueno. So
No bueno.
no, that doesn't sound fun.
No bueno. Although I still want to go to Mexico soon. Why not?
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to go to Mexico though.
I just,
I
you
go to
know,
Mexico anytime.
I'll just go with the right people. Because,
Cancun, Cabo.
Listen, make sure all your friends got money because I feel like this had something to do with somebody that didn't know how to pay. Or
Apparently, she paid for most of them, or she paid.
Period, and that's exactly what I
and
feel
then
like
they
it
still
is.
took some of her money.
Yeah, they said they took her money.
Exactly. That's what I feel like. I'm like, yo.
Allegedly.
They owed her some money, and she's like, "Yeah, but give me my money." And whoop, 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 and it went down.
It's a lot of stories. Now there's a story of she set somebody up and all this other stuff. And that's something, I hate disinformation on the internet. That's the only thing about the internet. And that's why I committed myself that once somebody starts spreading lies on me, I promise I'm going to be like Beyonce to the bull, and I'm just going to let them do it in peace, because the way disinformation was spread so fast, especially in our community, we'll believe. Look at earlier, I was gullible. He told me something. I heard she said this. I said, did she? So we gotta tighten up. We gotta tighten up.
So, okay, you guys, real quick, we are going to jump into 6 randoms with Besa. Number 1, let's do red flags. Earlier, we were talking about social media red flags. I want to know either a social media red flag on if someone bought their followers, or a relationship red flag to where it's just a dub. King.
Okay, so I wrote a couple down. One red flag, people, okay, so on social media, people don't clean up when they take selfies. Like, if you're taking a selfie and you're so bad, you're a baddie, you got your makeup done, and I see in the back that the laundry's not done, it was all a charade. It was all a lie, because
it was all a lie.
Clean up. Like, it's really not that hard to move stuff. From, like, people will come over and want to take pictures in my apartment. I'm like, move that lipstick, move this, move that. Like, take a pic. Like, I just
wipe down the countertops.
Wipe it down. I grew up this job I had to send pictures into corporate, and they always said never send in bad pictures. Always send in perfect pictures. Everything has to be perfect. And so that's like, not that I think social media has to be like that, but when you're posting on your story and I see laundry in the bag, I see panties on the floor, glasses and cups, like, clean your room. You don't need to be taking a selfie. You need to be doing your laundry, queen.
But then people try to talk about,
but why do you have
normal.
glasses and cups all in your room, first of all?
Listen.
Like, are we really eating in our room in this day?
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There was popcorn in my bed from last night. Yes, absolutely.
And that's why that popcorn in your bed, because you was in the bed.
The same, I'll bring a whole pizza, a box of pizza in the bed, telling someone it's movie time, eat in the bed. Who else gonna be there? Nobody else is there.
I just don't like crumbs in my bed.
I don't like the crumbs.
I
got a dog.
You just gotta
He'll
shake
eat
it out, baby. You just pull it up like this and you shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. If you didn't come through with that, I was about to say, where's my backup dancers? Where's my backup dancers?
Right here. Asia, red flags.
Honestly, I'm so sorry, y'all. One of my number 1 red flags, especially when I'm talking to a guy, and it actually relates to social media as well. When I go to his page and he's following more people than that follow him, and I get it, everybody's not into social media, but when it's just so lopsided, it's like, why are you following all these people? They're not interested in you. It's a little weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep meeting guys
like, give me a ratio.
I mean, like, it's thousands away.
Yo, there do be people who are following like 8,000 people, and they have like 300 followers. I'm like, I have to go see who they're following. I'm like, who are you following?
Like, who is in here and why?
Yeah, especially when you know they're real. Like, this is not a bot account. This is a real account. But why are you, and maybe you just don't care about social media, but I want you to care a little bit about some social concept.
Sometimes I use it as a dig on TikTok. If people are following a lot of people, I usually say, could you go follow 9,000 more people, please, and leave me alone? Period. Sorry.
Well.
Go follow some more people. Leave me alone. Bye.
Well, that works.
It just seems a little weird to me. Like, maybe they're not there, They're here, but they're not there.
It's a little stalkerish to me.
Yeah.
It's a little creepzilla.
Yeah.
It's a little, I need to know about you, but I don't want to tell you about me.
Especially when they don't even post.
I actually don't even, like, when I meet men, because I meet men online, like dating apps and stuff like that, right? Because men here are a little poor, so it's like,
she said it.
I'm not going to see them in
said
certain
it.
spaces that I'm at sometimes.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get on up.
They are.
No, they is.
They're poor. Everybody's a security guard. There ain't no wrong with being a security guard.
Everybody's a security guard.
How many security guards you know right now?
I don't know any.
Well, that's good for you.
I live downtown Seattle, not in
I know
Glen
so
Sunny.
many security guards.
I only know like what?
Maybe it's me.
They all black.
They try to spot me out. Yeah, they try to spot me out.
Every
But
security guard at every building here is black, and I'm not talking about the leasing agent.
Not in this building.
Oh, I'm in apartment buildings.
No.
mine is.
Okay.
Mine is.
With me.
But I don't even want I don't want men to follow me on social media. I don't want you to see me. You know, this guy, oh my goodness, I literally want to evaporate. He saw a TikTok that I made about him, and he quoted the TikTok, and he quoted some of the comments. And I said, you've studied this. I said, stop. I'm going to disappear right now. And I was like, well, what do you think about the video? You know, and he was like, well, you know, we talked about it a little bit. I'm like, so now I'm like, I don't want men to think I'm going to make a video about them. Because I might, but you may not.
I might.
You know, but I don't want them to know me like that.
I love when people say, don't make a video about me, girl. Don't look at my notes.
Well, now I got time. You know?
Especially because you can follow me maybe on IG, but my IG name and my TikTok name is the same name, so I don't want them to get curious. Because IG Asia and TikTok Asia are two different people.
This is true. This is true. Shoot, I would say.
Yes. What are yours?
I don't really have. You know what? I would say my red flag for dating is Seattle's not that damn big. So if I'm on your Instagram and then I start noticing that you're liking a lot of girls that are in my orbit's social media posts, and they're mainly like girls that post like super cute, sexy type photos, because I'm like, I know what you do.
Yeah.
And I know what she does. Y'all met somewhere at a recent event.
Yeah.
Y'all done met on Hinge.
Ooh, I relate to that. Real bad.
You know, you done slid in something happened locally to where all of a sudden you are now liking, and she doesn't know that I know you.
Yeah.
So it's not like it happened that way. So at that particular point, if I see it once, okay. I see it twice. I mean, we do kind of go to the same event sometimes, so fine. After the third one, I gotta be like, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need for you to expand your circle at this point.
No,
because
this is a lot. To that. It's sickening how much I relate to that, especially as a plus size content creator. Find men, you know, follow me all the time. Hey hoes, I love y'all. But I know
that's right.
When I see a fine man or even kind of man, especially a man that's trying to like slide in my DMs, and I look and he's following all the other plus size girlies, stink. I'm not going for that because you didn't probably try to talk to all the little crew. So yeah, I totally relate to that. It's gross. Diversify your portfolio.
Diversify your bonds.
Or just like where, and also that could just be like my fault too. Sometimes it's like, okay, well, shoot, maybe I'm just dating in the wrong pool, because sometimes like I'll like meet people and then I'll bring them into the Black Seattle, and then all of a sudden like once people are in there,
they have all these
in there
exactly,
and it's a very small group of us around here.
There's a couple people in it.
Exactly. That's the problem. There's a couple.
Honestly, we could probably sit here and name all the key players. Not name them out loud, but you could probably look at your hands and be like, all right, these are the key men of Seattle, and
these are all the people that they're attached to.
Exactly. So it's like once you get with one, you can't expand the circle.
You know, it just becomes a little problematic. So, you know, I'm just saying. Okay, next random question. They recently ended up finding a 50,000-year-old disease in Russia, and then basically ended up melting in the ice from the ice caps or whatever have you. And somehow they revived it. It's called a zombie virus or something like that.
Revived it.
Now, I don't necessarily know if you can catch it, but it's causing a bit of a stir. You can actually go on my Instagram and see the little video. I did some extra Googling to make sure that wasn't like a TikTok fluke. It's a tingling. So say this virus actually activates somehow like COVID. Are you going underground or are you going to Mars with Elon Musk?
Oh, I thought you were saying to that sky, to the skies above with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Listen.
I'm ready for a zombie apocalypse. Yo, I've seen every episode of The Walking Dead.
Oh, I'm not going to make it.
Oh, no. I got some anger that I need to get out. I'm
not going to make it. I might as well just clock out.
I'll go up and then go down.
I might as well just bite me and let me just join the crew. I don't have time for this.
No, we need strong black queens out to fight zombies. What?
Listen. What Harriet say? You can't save everybody.
What? Harriet who?
Tubman.
Oh, okay. She did say that.
You can't save everybody.
I thought you were talking about Harriet the Spy. Y'all, they fainted. Just so I know y'all can't see them.
I just wait real quick, y'all. Real quick. One more thing. I want to double back. When I said all the men here are poor, Because I know how y'all do. Let me double back on
I
that
know
real
how you
quick.
like to
Yeah.
tussle.
I know y'all like to
Let
do.
it
And I'm
to
prepared.
That's the NFT
And I'm
already. It's
prepared.
minted.
And I'm prepared. But I want to say this. Stop meeting women here for survival. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, you cannot live on your own. If you work your security job, Craig, you the top flight, and you live on your own.
Why he gotta be Craig?
Not to
Because
say the
that's what
city
he's
of the
supposed to
world,
be. And
Craig.
you doing your thing, kudos to you. Secure me. But if you are looking for secure housing, you better go join the armed forces and stop, getting with these women for survival. And that's what I got to double back on.
Where
'cause
are
I know
you
how y'all
meeting
do.
these men?
Wait, but this is awkward though, because that
Because
goes
let
both,
me
that
tell you
goes both
something.
ways. That goes triple ways. Because I just said I dated a bum, and I met him at the club, and it turned out he ain't had no house, and he was at my apartment for 4 and 5 months. But that was on me. And actually, we shouldn't even talk about that. Let's actually fast forward past.
I wouldn't tell nobody that. No, but I've been there in the pandemic.
You know
I
what
had
I
a
mean?
little stinker-link that he did have somewhere to go though.
he
Amen.
didn't have nowhere
He
to
wasn't
go.
full-time in my house, but he was often enough that,
So he had options.
Oh, I was his option, but
Yeah.
then I kicked him to the curb.
And then where did he go?
I didn't care.
It's the ping pong for me.
Oh
Period.
my goodness.
Yeah.
My-
Period.
he went back home to his mama or whatever, but I was suffering through the pandemic.
Was he
so
from Seattle?
his mama was from Seattle, but he wasn't from Seattle.
Well,
And that was something.
means-
It was a nice little twang, He was a nice little something different than the men
I
out
had a
here.
beautiful fool.
Oh,
I had a beautiful fool.
oh,
I was
he
like,
was
"You need to
fine.
work.
Don't get me wrong, he's
you
fine.
need to work."
The
And he
man is
said,
fine.
"I'm about to go get a job at a gym." I said, "No, sir. You need to get a job at McDonald's. That's what you need to get a
At where?
paycheck."
McDonald's.
At McDonald's. That's where you need to get a job. Talking about something. I want to be a personal trainer. Personal train yourself up to Burger King. Do something else, sir. Ross is hiring. Like, where are you? Nordstrom is hiring on the weekends. Like,
Wait,
sir, do
Nordstrom is a good job, though.
something.
Discounts.
Don't do nothing. Do something.
That would have helped both y'all. if
You're
you
not
would've
going
worked
to
at
sleep on my
Nordstrom.
couch forever. My friend said, "Is he still sleeping there?" I said, "Listen, just drive us to work, okay? I'll deal with this when I get back."
He was staying at the house when you was gone too. He
I
was a
said-
full-time
I said,
resident.
Let's start up the car
He
and go.
lived there.
Let's start up the car and go.
Did he
Let's
have
get
his
away
own
from
key?
this.
Did he have his own
Did he
key?
have his own key? No.
Oh, so he had the
Oh, so he had a password to get in. He had the finger code.
it's
I'm
keyless.
sleep. I'm sleep. That's the end of that
Okay,
story.
you guys. So next
R.I.P. to the girl I used to be.
next random question. Favorite spot to eat in Seattle?
I always like to go, like, it's called Maximilian. It's on, like, by the waterfront area. There's like a brunch spot over there, but it's a cool little champagne crab legs kind of spot. It's fancy.
Okay.
But I like to go there with my girlfriend.
I'm gonna have to go with Jerk Shack.
Come on, Jerk Shack.
I could go to
Okay.
Jerk Shack right after this myself. I thought I was gonna go to what's the name? I'm gonna have to go to Jerk Shack. Yeah, Jerk Shack
That
every
sounds-
time.
That Rasta pasta.
That's exactly what I'm gonna go get.
Could you say it with an accent?
No, because I'm from Seattle. I don't have
Okay.
one of those.
It was a trick. It was all a lie.
From CD.
I'm from the city.
Let's see. Another random question. If you guys could actually vacation anywhere right now that's warm, where would you go?
I would say Bali.
Bali.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the weather is hitting on right now, but I'm itching to go to Jamaica.
Mm.
I want to be at Montego Bay.
My sister's about to go to Jamaica. She said to just bought tickets in January.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going for my birthday as an Aries. I want to go out, lay in the sun. I'm scared to get rubbed up though. Y'all know the rafts and stuff.
I be
I'm
seeing
scared.
those. I'm like,
Terrified. I got some they won't. Okay, this brown honey here, okay? They want this.
okay. One misconception of Asia.
One misconception about me. You know what? I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know no misconceptions about me because I don't know what these people be saying. I don't even care either.
Don't even be paying attention.
I don't even pay attention. There's no misconceptions.
She said, "What is an obstacle? What is that? What is an obstacle?"
Read everything about me for face value. You know, it is what it is. I said what I said. So no misconceptions. It is what it is.
King.
Misconceptions about me that I am very talkative in person, and I'm really not. I'm like a crab. I'm very much a Cancer. I'm in my shell until
I love cancers.
Yeah, I'm about that life. I'm about that Cancer life. But yeah, just that I'm like crazy outgoing, but I just open up when I'm ready to open up. And so for all you out there who are about to meet me, don't expect me to be all up in your business because I'm probably not going to say anything.
Besa, what's your sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
Ooh, you did just have a birthday.
Yeah, I'm a Scorpio. But I am an Aries moon.
Ooh, I'm a Cancer moon.
I don't know what my moon is, sorry.
Let's do your birth chart after this.
Says everybody that I've ever met, ever. I want the truth.
It makes a lot of things make sense. Like, everyone says that I'm very balanced once they look through my chart. And I'm like, yeah, you'll get a little bit of everything from me. Asia, what would you tell your 7-year-old self?
I would tell her, baby girl, you're the star that you always knew you would be. You know what I mean? Like, I used to be in my kitchen in the mirror, looking at myself cooking and pretending I had a cooking show or whatever. And my sisters, we were just talking about that. So I am, obviously, there's so much more for me to accomplish in this social media world and career, but I am really aligning to be the person that I always knew I would be. So I'm sure she would be super proud of me.
King, what would you tell your 13-year-old self?
Ooh, my 13-year-old self, to just stick it out and keep moving forward, and everything is just gonna get easier. Not really, but in the end, it'll be hard, but things are gonna get easier for sure. That's what I would say.
All right, you guys, that is all of the questions that I have for today. While the camera is on you, King, do you have anything that you're working on that you want everyone to know about?
My clothing brand, I just dropped a new update, internationalsadboy.com, and you can check it out on my Instagram. It has its own page, and on my TikTok. And also, you can just Google me, too, and all that stuff will come up.
Ooh, Google.
I know. You better Google me, please.
Sorry, Google me, baby.
Asia?
I would just say, it's your girl, Asia J. What you see is what you get, like I said. But check me out on TikTok. That's where, if you want to get all of this fun personality, go ahead and catch me on TikTok. If you want to see me, put that on, go to Instagram and check me out there. But if you want to keep having conversations like we're having now, check out my own podcast, Brown Honey Podcast, on everywhere that you stream your podcast. I talk about, my life as a plus-size girl, living in Seattle, different topics like that or whatever. So go ahead and give me a subscribe and listen to my episodes and give me a little review, and stay tuned for what's to come.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you both for joining me. This is actually my longest interview that I've ever done. It's like an hour and 10 minutes, but it's 2 people, and we were talking about a lot of stuff, so it actually makes sense. It evens out. So, look, you guys, we are about to end today's episode of Rewind with Besa. I hope that you enjoyed it. Hope that you learned something, at least got a cackle 1 or 2 times. Of course, you already know what I'm going to say. Until next time, first and foremost, I'm about to see if Jerk Shack is on Uber Eats, because I'm about to order me some Rasta pasta and have it delivered right here to iHeart so I can live my best life while I do my show. You guys know you can hear me in Seattle weekdays, 7 p.m. to midnight, Sundays, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. And otherwise, look, have an amazing rest of your day. And you already know what to do. Keep that energy high.